Hi, hello, good morning. And this is your teacher D, and today we are going to learn a new lesson. And I am here at Rafael Parliamentary School for the distribution of milk for the indigent and the underweight children of Rafael Palma. Okay, so if you can see, there are styrofoam, and there are bottles of milk inside it. So in one bottle, in one box should I say, ito yung laman. Okay, so there are 21 bottles of milk inside one box. Okay, if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of styro, now how many bottles of milk are there in all? So that's what we're going to do. And we are going to find out how many bottles of milk are there in 8 boxes of styro.
From our previous scenario or situation, we have here our word problem. The school nurse will distribute fresh milk for underweight pupils. There are 8 styro boxes with 21 bottles of fresh milk inside each box. How many bottles of fresh milk are there in all? So, this is a word problem, and therefore we're going to analyze it carefully. So how are we going to analyze? So let's have this steps. Step 1, understand. So under understand, we have what is asked. So the question in our problem is, how many bottles of fresh milk are there in all? So we are going to write it into statement. So how many will be changed into the number or the number of or the total number of bottles of fresh milk. Okay. Now, next, we're going to have or find the given facts. Obviously, from our problem, you have 21 bottles of fresh milk and 8 styro boxes. Next, you have the operation to be used. So, take note that there are 21 bottles in each box, and there are 8 styro boxes. So, you might confuse of the word total, but the shortest way of finding it is through the process of multiplication. You can do also repeated addition, but then this one is quite faster because of the given. So you have 21 bottles of fresh milk each in each styro, and you have 8 styro boxes. So we're going to make use of multiplication. Next, step 2, devise a plan. We're going to translate it. So how? We're going to make a mathematical sentence, or sometimes they call it number sentence. So as what I've mentioned, 21 times 8. Next, we're going to carry out the problem. We're going to solve it now. So we're going to show the solution. So 21 times 8 is 168. Okay, so is this correct? So what we're going to do now, we're going to have the step 4, which is look back. We're in checking and interpreting are under it. So how are we going to check? We're going to get the product. We're going to get the quotient of the product and our multiplier. So you have 168 divided by 8 is equals to 21. So therefore, our answer is correct. It is our multiplicand 21. Now, from our asked, the total number of bottles of fresh milk are 168. So, do you know already how to get it? Okay, so let's proceed. What if this is the scenario or next situation? The school nurse distributed fresh milk for underweight pupils. There were 8 styro boxes with 21 bottles of fresh milk inside each box. If there were 126 pupils received their milk, how many bottles of milk were left? So again, this is word problem, and we are going to analyze it carefully. Again, let us go back to our steps in analyzing. Step 1, understand. So from understand, we're going to have what is asked. So the question is, how many bottles of milk were left? We are going to state it into statement, or we're going to write it into statement. How many will be changed to the number of. So therefore, the number of bottles of fresh milk were left. Next, you have, what are the given facts? So there are 3, right? You have 8 styro boxes, 21 bottles of fresh milk in each box, and you have 126 bottles received by the pupils. Take note that there are 3 given. So you might be confused of how we're going to work on that. So there is what we call hidden question already. So the hidden question will be the total number of fresh milk. Okay? So next step, we're going to find what operation are we going to use. From our ask, the total numbers or number of bottles of fresh milk were left. From the word left, we can say that we can make this of what operation? It's subtraction, right? How about your hidden question? You have the total number. Maybe you can make use of addition, but as what I mentioned, you can make use of multiplication to make it faster or shorter. Okay, so therefore, the operations involved are the operations. You have multiplication and subtraction. So next step, devise a plan. So we are going to translate it now. So what is the mathematical sentence? So you have 21 times 8 in an open and closed parenthesis minus 126 is equals to n. So we have the number sentence already, or mathematical sentence. Sometimes we call it number sentence. Step 3, carry out the problem. So you have to show your solution now. 21 times 8 is 168. Then your product will be subtracted by your 126. So 168 minus 126 is equals to 42. Is this correct? Step 4 will answer that. Let's have a look back, checking and interpreting. So you have 168 divided by 8 is equals to 21. It's correct. Next, 126 plus 42 is equals to 168. So therefore, our answer is correct. From our asked, our answer now is there are 42 bottles of fresh milk were left. So we know already how to analyze this word problem. Take note that we have the steps. Step 1, we have understand. Step 2, we have devise a plan. Step 3, carry out a plan. And step 4, we have to look back. I hope so that you have learned my lesson from this lesson that I have presented to you today. See you again next time. Please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more updates about mathematics.